All right, here we are, another episode talking art with Dr. Myzalev and Professor Tooth. Our next video discussion is going to be about the great Judy Chicago's The Dinner Party, done in 1979. Another work of art we both love, absolutely love it. Where do we start?
Well, I have to say, I have reservations about
What?
it. Yeah, I love it. I love
Okay.
the importance of it.
Yeah.
But come on, let's just address the elephant in the room. These plates of vaginas, they
Okay.
are representation of vaginas.
In a
So
beautiful way.
well, yes. Let's see the Emily Dickinson's one, not the real
Okay.
one, not the real one, but just with Judy Chicago.
Wow. Okay, that was. No comment. That was funny. Okay. Oh, wait. Okay. I'll get it there in a second. Here we go.
See all the frills?
Oh,
It's
beautiful.
gorgeous. It is so gorgeous.
Looks like a petticoat.
Yes.
Pink petticoat.
Pink petticoat. Yeah, it's really what I love about this is the combination of craft and art that comes together in really strongly here.
Right, right. Everything was done so meticulously. How many people did she have work with her? Wasn't it hundreds?
Hundreds over
Hundreds?
4 years, and it
Yeah.
fluctuated from like sometimes she has more, sometimes she had less.
Right.
But I think about in total there were, I may be mistaken, but something like 2,000-3,000 people
Over
like
the course,
as volunteers in different times. Most of them were not paid.
Right, right.
So they kind of volunteered their time. She would get grants from time to time, hire someone to do a little bit of work. But
Were they all women?
Absolute majority
were. Yeah. Just like we said, the craftsmanship, each stitch of the embroidery. I mean, it's just absolute perfection. There we go. Get back to the main. One of the things, I love so much about it, but I love how, if you notice, each plate is either propped up or propped down, and in a real gradual way, and it's the ebb and flow of women throughout history.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that is so cool, and those are the kind of details I love about her, where some women, the plate sits flat, and then it just goes in chronological order, and they just get higher and higher and higher, tilted up, and it speaks volumes, just that, where you see that ebb and flow of women in history, just that alone. And again, the details and bringing them in.
Yeah.
39 women. That's
39 women, and then there are others whose names are on the floor in the tiles.
999.
Yeah.
Why? What's the significance of the numbers? I don't know if they're like, how did she pick 39 specific women? I mean, can you imagine doing that? That would be so incredibly hard.
I mean, I know she just picked them. It was her, her own kind of understanding of what, and a lot of it. Well, Judy Chicago at that time, and probably up till now, was very spiritual. So there was a lot of the earlier ones were deities and kind of people from different women from different cultures who kind of were connected in some way to their spirituality and power. So I don't know why it's 999, but it's all divisible by 3 clearly here, because the 3 is so it's such an important number here. I mean, it's very much part of that feminist moment in 1970s, where women and artists started thinking about what it means to be a feminist woman artist rather than just a woman artist or just an artist.
Right.
And hence that kind of thinking about the body of the woman and how it contributes to art. And well, traditionally we'll see reclining nude as the main contribution.
Yes, yes. I always love well, I don't love it, but that the reaction of men to this piece, I think, is shocking, shocking, horrifying, but fun. It's funny. I think now looking back, for that shock value, I think that's where I find it funny. But how they kept saying this is not art, it's pornography, and it's humorous to me that this work of art could be such a big deal and just turn so many people away. I think
that's interesting.
amazing.
Yeah, but it also it was kind of this notoriety by scandal because there were such crowds to see the work initially. So and it's visually really appealing, and it is a little bit, it's a little bit kind of, the subject matter is a little bit out there, so it's this kind of again, like men are threatened but also curious, like love-hate type of relationship.
Right.
And what is it really?
It's in your face.
It's intimidating. It's kind of intimidating, but it also is very meticulous, very tasteful, very beautiful. So
right.
And it's threatening and it's not threatening. I mean, she's inviting these famous women to dinner, and all in all, there are 39 of them.
Yeah.
Throughout history that she chose. That's not a huge number.
No.
And she also kind of brings it to our attention that that's all we've got.
Yep. Well, and I love how each plate, right, it is a representation of a vagina, but they're all so different, but they're all the same.
Yeah.
I mean, that speaks volumes right
and
there.
It's about kind of flowers, and she never actually confirmed that those were female genitalia. She thought of them as flowers, or she says she
and some of them don't really look, I mean, we're not gonna go into detail, but we could for every single one. I mean, they're all so different and so lavishly done. And again, back to that aspect of her work where it's thought out so well, it's meticulous, of a representation of that woman's time in history, what maybe she would have worn. Again, I think of a petticoat. That sort of thing. I think just the thought behind it is incredible. Absolutely incredible.
Yeah, and also it's about women's bodies, women's art, but also craft. It's what women traditionally would do throughout centuries. Embroider, maybe make some ceramic potentially, but mainly, sew, embroider, do needlework of different kinds. So she brings that, and she also says, well, all that is also art.
Yep.
So we've got art that is both craft and about women, and here we go. And it's really it's really powerful. And then the installation, the contemporary installation at the Brooklyn Museum, it is so great.
Well, and the fact that it's life size, you can walk right up to it. That really makes these women become real. They were real people. Some are mythical, but it's most of them are real women. And to me, that's, as the viewer, we can go around it and we can get up to it because we're real, right? We're a part of them, just as they are a part of us. I mean, it's, the scale is everything. The fact that it's like almost 50 feet long on each side, it's huge. And life size, it's just, that's so impactful. I don't think it would have worked if it was smaller.
I agree.
For sure.
Yeah, just kind of going around it and looking at that. It's really cool.
I love it.
Okay.
You gonna get the dishes that she made?
No. Will you?
I don't know, I might. I think we should.
Well, we should, yeah. make a collection.
Yeah.
All right. On tomorrow.
Okay, I kind of stopped. Was it okay that I stopped?
Mm-hmm.